We talk a lot about the behaviorist outcome. It's usually a report that's written reams and reams of pages long that doesn't actually provide much practical application. And it sort of just tells the owners what they already know about their dog. And so, like, what's your opinion on that kind of approach?
It's rarely necessary or even wanted. People are very busy, and if they want to be a dog trainer, they will come to you and they will ask to be your assistant, or they will come to everything. They'll become your groupie. If not, they're busy lives, they have a lot going on. The dog may not have the priority in their life that our dogs have in ours. That is okay. If they have 3 kids and a partner, and they're going to school and they have a job, they may love their dog, but there's only so much energy that they can give to their dog. And they just want a recipe or tips. And those are not really the same thing, right? You have your recipe and then you make your tweaks and your tips. They want to know, most people want to know, one, what do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are my steps? Mm-hmm. Here is my goal. Identify the goal. Maybe we have to help them be realistic in that goal. Yeah. But what we can't do is just shut them down, even if the goal is unrealistic, because again, we may know that this is the goal they want, but this is the goal they need. And maybe they're right next to each other. And we have to make sure there's some crossover there so we don't lose, again, the people. Never promise what we can't deliver, or what an animal can't deliver, I should say. There are some things that people have, sometimes people have unrealistic expectations, and that we do have to guide them. But it's marrying what they want, what we know they need, and then giving them the quickest roadmap to get there. And by quick, I'm not trying to I don't mean that it's got to be fast and dirty and cheap in the training. I just mean they've got to see progress. There's got to be clear steps and progress and attainable mini goals that are not long and protracted. People don't have the time, money, or interest often to do, months and months of work. So how do we get our foot in the door? Because if you can get your foot in the door early with some quick results, not quick, that's the wrong word, because I know what people are going to think about that. I'll finish the thought first. Yeah, then you often can turn them on to the behavior side of it. Yeah. But if you start with we're going to do this really slow progress, and you might not see anything for months, and without giving them not throwing them any bones, you're going to lose them. So behaviorist reports, I think, are more for the trainer. Unless you're doing a court case, or that's right, or something, keep it simple, keep it in layman's terms, keep it relatable, and keep it, I think, step by step by step. And this is a generalization, of course. It depends. Sometimes you do get somebody who's really nerdy and nerding out on the behavior, or you do get the people that love learning new things. But that's not your average person. People come to you when they need help and they're already kind of past the point of exasperation.
Yeah, that's a really good point you made, actually, about the keep it simple thing. Because do you think that connotations of a behaviorist, that kind of imposter syndrome element of it might be, I feel like I need to deliver even more stuff to the client, so therefore that's where the report comes in and the fancy words come in, and they feel that's giving value, when actually all they only wants, like you say, is step 1, step 2, step 3. Just keep it really simple.
Yeah, I mean, know your shit, know what you're saying, have your terminology ready to back up if anyone questions you. But I think absolutely, it's like we overpromise, we overdeliver, we overinflate, I think, sometimes, and it isn't coming from a place of confidence. It's coming from a place of imposter syndrome, which comes from, I think, again, the lack of clarity in the industry, and or sometimes from legit reasons. If somebody is only wearing one of these hats, or has only gone to a program for 6 weeks, or has only taken a few online courses in CE, they probably don't know when they are a trainer. So the imposter syndrome might be insecurity based on perfectionism and an interest in always consuming more knowledge, but it also might be coming from a genuine place of, wow, I'm really not a dog trainer yet.
Yeah.
I'm just pretending to be. Fake it till you make it. Don't do that in your professional industry.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's so true. And then, I don't know, like I mean, there's obviously going to be an element of bias because of what we do on the business side, but certainly for me, I think because of the type of role that dog trainers have, i.e. being like this solopreneur, whatever you want to call it, like they're an individual person going out there and they're running a business, but they're not seeing it as a business. So you've then got this layer of imposter syndrome from a dog trainer's perspective, add on another layer of, fucking hell, I don't even know how to run a business here now. And now kind of literally half-assing everything. And now we're like 2 years in and we're like, Jesus Christ, I've got a million services I'm offering. I'm still like chasing all the CPD stuff. I'm still chasing. Now I've got this coach to help me out with Google, this coach to help me do my website. And it's just pure overwhelm from everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And do you see much of that in your drowning? Because it's really, really good to know. Do you see much of that in your mentoring side of it?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. And they don't, and most people don't have enough business skills either. So there's the teaching skills and there's the business skills, and they're essential to running a smooth, healthy business and having your mental health intact and your life intact. And we just don't have enough services or education or opportunities around that for most trainers. So absolutely, people call with like the same three concerns or woes, if you will, basically. I mean, there's a few outliers here and there, but really it is imposter syndrome, isolation, and disorganization. Really overwhelm.
Yeah, no, absolutely.